Kentucky Woodsman channel. As you can see, I'm in a one-arm straitjacket here, so there's not a lot I can do video-wise. But one thing I can do is maybe, hopefully, lead you guys in a direction with a bug-out bag, or maybe my daughter can this time. Many, many years ago, when she was going to the University of the Cumberlands, I built her a small bug-out bag, or get-home bag, I should say, to get home on if anything happened. Now she's got a family of her own. She's got 3 young boys, a husband. They do a lot of traveling. She has built her bag up way further than what I ever anticipated it to be. So hopefully she can show us a little bit of what she's done with her get-home bag.
Full disclaimer, probably need some more supplies as our family has grown. And I've not looked at it in maybe a year or more, so it probably needs some updates.
One thing I will say is everybody's situation is different. What you need may not be something that Joe Schmo down the street needs. Maybe they need something that you need and you just didn't realize it. So in the comments below, if you got some additions or subtractions, let us know. Be nice about it. That's all we ask.
And if you have something that I can have, we can add it today.
Right? I'm sure I've got some stuff we can add in the future.
We can add it today. So first thing I have is a blanket.
A blanket is very needy, especially in the colder months, no doubt about it.
And then, I have another blanket. This one is much bigger. 2 blankets, it looks like, in one bag.
So at least 2 kids could get under this, maybe 3.
And they stay in plastic, so. And then I have several rain ponchos.
Which incidentally, rain ponchos can work as a shelter as much as they can a rain poncho. So you could actually tie these together and all huddle together and have a rain poncho. That being said, a good contractor size trash bag works good in this same situation.
So I have one for every member of the family, so just
Very
in
nice,
case.
very nice.
And then I have an 85-piece first aid kit. So this comes with antiseptic wipes, alcohol wipes, cold compresses, antibiotic ointment, bandages, adhesive tape, gauze pads, steri strips, Q-tips, finger splints, gloves, and a first aid kit guide.
And let me say one thing. My daughter is a registered nurse. I guarantee you she knows how to use everything in this kit plus a whole lot more. So that being said, this is a very basic first aid kit, but there you could go definitely more in depth or you could go less in depth.
It'd be good to have it even bigger one.
First aid kit is a very high priority thing, even if it's just Band-Aids.
Okay, and then I have at least 2 MREs. This is a vegetarian MRE, and then this one is chili.
Most MREs, I don't know how many calories these are, but most MREs provide at least 1,000 calories for one person. So once you split this among 5, it's going to be a lot less calories, but at least she does have 2. And this is a get home bag. This is not a survival bag. They don't plan on living out of this bag for 3 or 4 days. They plan on hopefully getting out of the vehicle, getting to the house, and getting back to their food source.
Safe destination.
Safe destination.
And then these are Slim Jims, and I probably have, gosh, what, 25 or 30 between 2 bags. Lots of these because I have little kids who are a little pickier.
And Slim Jims are high protein. They may not be healthy, but they are high protein. They are a good meat source and definitely a good snack item.
And then I have packages of batteries, AA's and AAA's both. And then another protein source. This is like a bean soup mix. So you'd have to add at least water to this.
So basically you got lentils right here.
Yeah.
And which lentils are typically high protein also.
Okay, and then iodine, antiseptic.
So this is 10% iodine. You can use iodine for water purification. You can use it to treat wounds. You can use it as an antiseptic. There's a lot of reasons to use iodine. Iodine, I would actually use this in conjunction with boiling your water for drinking. I would not use this as a sole antiseptic, but I would use it in conjunction with boiling. You are going to get some taste from it though. But at least you got water.
Matches.
That being said, these matches are in a sealed box. One thing I would recommend, she may actually have it in here. I don't know that she doesn't. I would recommend having a big lighter as well.
That's a good idea. Paracord.
Paracord is always handy. It can be used for many different uses. It can be used to actually lash things down. It can be used as a tourniquet. It can be used for many items.
Make a shelter.
Make a shelter. Many different things.
A whistle.
A whistle for signaling contacts. A whistle is a very valuable item. If you don't have one and you think it's very basic, you're wrong. You need to keep one of these in your kit.
These are more matches.
These are waterproof matches. So remember, one thing I will say, one is none, two is one. So she has two sources of matches right here.
And then I have several flashlights as well as a headlamp, but we stored the batteries separate.
Very smart, very smart.
And then these are just like garden gloves, just in case, I don't know, in case I have to work with my hands or do something that
So let me ask you
labor.
this. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Cassie.
Okay.
What if Drew has to put these on? Would they fit Drew?
I don't know. It's a great question.
I bet they wouldn't fit Drew.
They might not.
So we need to get some. We need to add you a pair of gloves. And I
Okay.
can fix you up on
Like
that.
manly
So,
gloves.
manly gloves. We can add that.
These are a pair of sunglasses, and these were like a freebie I got from like you know, like people give these with like their like swag, and I just added it to my bug out bag just because I feel like if you're gonna be out in the wilderness, maybe it would be good to have an extra set of
Especially on
sunglasses.
a bright, snowy day, this could keep you from going snow blind. I agree completely. Cheap doesn't matter, but they're there.
And then this is bug spray with DEET. If I find myself outside, I want like the actual DEET stuff rather than the natural stuff because I want it to work for several days if it needed to.
Agreed. Agreed. Also, you might consider something with some permethrin also for ticks.
Electrical tape.
Electrical tape is always good. Duct tape would probably be a excellent choice also. In all honesty, I've got to the point that I carry the Gorilla Tape with me everywhere I go, and you'd be surprised how good of a bandage black electrical tape makes though. Ask many a coal miner. Many a coal miner has taped up a very bad damaged hand with electrical tape. It is excellent.
I also have pepper spray. A lot of people carry this on their keychain, but I have 3 very little kids, so like if I needed it to protect myself, it's probably not in a great spot in my bug out bag. But also, I'm really afraid of the kids getting a hold of it by mistake.
Well, in all honesty, that's probably the best place for it. If the kids get it in their eyes, it's going to be a lot
Yeah.
worse situation than
Yeah.
it would be otherwise. So,
And then this is a super nice heavy duty pocket knife.
good Kershaw.
I think that was yours.
Actually, I think it was too.
Whether it was given to me or stolen is another story.
I don't remember giving it to her, but maybe I did. It's okay though.
This is a can opener, probably from the Dollar Tree.
I'm going to say one thing. It is a can opener for like sweetened condensed milk and that kind of stuff. If you wanted to open a can of beans, it would be really hard to open a can of beans. You need one that actually
Like a screw.
yeah, that's what you need.
Paracord bracelet.
Paracord bracelet. You can never have too much paracord. You unravel this, and you've got. I actually made this years ago for my daughters, and it seemed like to me there was probably about 25 foot of paracord in these bracelets. So there's 25 foot of usable cord right there.
I have a mirror in mine. Probably it's not time for a fashion show. If you need your bug out bag, but I could probably like make a signal or something with it too if I needed to.
You would be surprised at what you can signal with a very simple mirror. You could be on this ridge 3 miles away and reflecting light, and an airplane could see you 10 miles away. A mirror is a very handy item. The one thing I would recommend, we need to try to find you before we pack all this stuff back up, is a magnifying glass.
That's a good
You
idea.
can use a magnifying glass to build a really quick fire with if you got sunlight. Solar fire building.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We also need to find you a ferro rod also.
Last but not least, I have a ton of tampons, and then I keep all of this stuff in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag so that it's as waterproof as it can be, because my bag itself is not waterproof. But this lives in the back of my van so that I have it Lord forbid I ever need it, but it's always close by, and it doesn't take up a ton of room in our trunk. If I have to take it out, I just always try to leave it in the garage so that it's accessible if we did have to get out, if we were trying to get somewhere to safety. And it just doesn't take up enough room for us to like constantly have to move it back and forth. So
And that's what you want. You don't want it to be an inconvenience. You want to be able to carry it with you at all times. If you need it, it's there. If you don't need it, you've not put it in the garage because you had other stuff to pack. The one thing I will say is they live about 2.5 hours from us. We have a contingency plan. If anything was to happen and they need to get to us, we have a contingency plan. I recommend everyone have a contingency plan. I recommend everyone keep their own road maps for the state of whatever they're in. In our case, it would be Kentucky. Keep a road map because you never know what roads are going to be closed in a bad situation. In 2022, when we had the flood, roads were closed everywhere. That doesn't mean all the roads were closed. Certain ones was closed that we typically would have traveled. But the roads that were open, you know, they still could have traveled. It may have taken them a little longer to get here, but they could have got here if they needed to. Folks, I appreciate you watching. I hope you've got something out of this. This is a very basic kit. She's done very well. She's built this kit. Really, I mean, she's built it up majorly from what I gave her whenever she started college years ago. She has planned accordingly. She's got supplies for all of her kids and her husband and her family all. They are ready to try to get back home if they need to.
And also, a lot of this is super, super budget friendly. Like a lot of this was either freebies given to us or like the Dollar Tree.
Exactly.
So you don't have to do this with a whole lot of money either.
And something as simple as a Ziploc bag will keep things waterproof. Keep that in mind. Folks, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you continuing to stop by and check out my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got some information from it that you can use, and
We'll see you on down the trail.
there you go.
Like and subscribe.